which are blanketing the state of Ohio. We're going to take a look now, if you missed our morning show, at how much rain we've received so far, how much more you can expect, the potential for some gusty thunderstorms this evening, and the flood alerts that this rain is triggering. So let's go ahead and get right to it. Of course, we know that our 2-week dry stretch ended on Sunday with about 1/4 of an inch of rain. Yesterday we didn't pick up too much. Today actually is going to be the soggiest of the 8-day forecast, with the heaviest rain and the best chance for some thunderstorms. I do want to go ahead and pull up our 24-hour rainfall totals so far. So this is from yesterday at 10 a.m. to right now. And you can see there have been some streaks, some bands of heavier rain within the mix. I'm going to go ahead and point out where we have seen those highest totals. Some locations have received nearly 1.5 inches or more of rain. Further northeast to northwest, it has been a bit drier. So we have additional rainfall coming today, but what we already have on the ground has triggered some flood alerts. Now we have a flood advisory and a flood warning. That's the differentiation between the two shades of green. It's the same thing in the sense of you need to be careful in those areas and watch for flooding. They both go until the afternoon. The bright green on the right in Summit and Stark goes until 11. The lighter green on the left goes until 12:15 this afternoon for Ashland, Wayne, portions of Medina County. Make sure you're not driving through what looks like flooded roads. Of course, you don't know how deep that could be. We always say the phrase, turn around, don't drown. Because our ground has been so dry, it's likely not soaking up the rain quickly enough in the rates that it's coming down. So again, those go until this afternoon. Outside of those areas, still watch for heavy rainfall, ponding on the roads. It could cause some troubles for you as you're heading to work, to lunch, home from work this evening even. As we look at StormFox radar and where we sit at the moment with our skies, most of the heavy rain is actually in the northeastern communities, well, say Akron and northeast of there. West and south has become a bit drier. Mansfield, Willard, Worcester, Sandusky, Bellevue beginning to dry out. Now, if we take a look a little bit wider here, you can see a lot of actually heavy rain and storms is in southern Ohio. But we have kind of these additional bands that will be sweeping through later on today. I'll point them out for you. So near, let me see if I can get this, near Champaign, stretching towards Chicago. This is all kind of a wraparound moisture that we're going to be seeing swoop through this afternoon and evening. And even still, another band near Waterloo pushing into Kansas City. So here at home, plan on some breaks that we'll experience from now until probably about 3 o'clock. And then additional rain and storms for your evening commute and then about the time you're heading to bed. All of this will hopefully give us at least a slowdown in expansion of drought conditions. I don't think it will relieve these drought conditions completely, but we may see it dim it down a bit. We've of course got exceptional drought in southern Ohio, so as I said, the rain, we'll take it, we need it. Of course, Ohioans have also been asked to conserve water because of the amount of rainfall that we've had. Now, models aren't handling the placement and timing of these showers and storms very well. I will say that. You can see the differentiation between the futurecast here and what I showed you on satellite and radar. So take this with that note, being that we will have spotty to scattered showers and storms later this afternoon and evening that could impact your drive home from work. Now, it's more likely that our western communities could see those stronger storms because see how they die down a bit as they head into the eastern communities. We should wrap things up around midnight or so, and then tomorrow just the chance for a stray shower. So additional rainfall, I think 2.5 inches might be a little on the high side for the Ashtabula, but most of us will see about 1/2 inch or so. If you get stuck underneath the gusty thunderstorm, those totals will be higher. Tomorrow, just the chance for a stray shower. Temperatures across the board in the mid-70s, so pretty seasonable for this time of year, maybe a couple of degrees above. Our average highs are usually about 73. Dry skies from Thursday to Saturday. And then what we'll be watching for is this tropical moisture coming out of the Gulf. I'm going to go ahead and show you on Futurecast here. So see that low that's kind of sinking towards the southern United States? It begins to interact with this low coming out of the Gulf, and then kind of one takes over the other. And then we'll see some stray showers that should move their way north, potentially Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. But as normal with tropical systems that we see. This isn't a hurricane or anything like that. It's just something coming out of the Gulf there, so tropical moisture. There's some uncertainty in the placement and the timing of it, so we're going to keep an eye on it. I would say right now, Woolly Bear looks like you're good to go without your rain gear, but that might change, so keep an eye out. Regardless, temperatures look pretty comfortable. Last year, I remember we had hats and gloves on, so maybe we won't need that this year. Aside from that, if you guys have questions about the forecast, drop them in the comments, or you're welcome to head to fox8.com. The forecast discussion tab has all the details, which I just spoke about, and I'll also be back on at noon with a lunch hour update for you. Stay dry, and I hope you have a good rest of your day. Take care.